Okay, so originally I wanted to go all meta for this video. Get Anthony to do a Bill Cipher impression, maybe get like a Bill PNG puppet VTuber thing to come in and take over the show and do this big event on the channel, but like, come on. Every YouTuber has done this. It happens all the time. And it's very clear to anyone that watches my videos that I'm definitely not an actor. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking this. Down below, I have a pinned comment asking if people really enjoy it when YouTubers go over the top and introduce hostile takeover like videos. Genuinely, let me know if you're interested in the YouTuber takeover videos in the comment thread. I'll be keeping an eye on it.
Don't worry about a cringy YouTuber opening. I wouldn't do that to you.
You can trust me.
Howdy friendos, my name is definitely Stuart, and welcome to part 2 of our look into Gravity Falls. Today we'll be covering the greatest character in existence, Bill Cipher, a guy who tragically, accidentally, and totally not his fault had his dimension taken from him in a series of events that are frankly none of your business and wouldn't hold up in a court of law anyway. Bill is a kind person looking to give advice to one brilliant person every 100 years. All he wants in return is to just borrow your corporeal form during those annoying times at night where you're not using them anyway, you skin bags. He has his shortcomings, sure. Some people are alcoholics, some people are smarty pants commenters, and some people are Democrats. No one's perfect. Bill is a touch insane, sure, but
you know, some people would consider that an endearing character flaw.
Bill's a prankster. He's just a nice little guy. Imagine having beef with him. He's just a funny jokester, a silly little guy. Bill's chaotic neutral at the worst. And really, we should make him lawful good since he's always making deals that benefit others way more than himself. But we'll call it like it is and start him here. Uh-oh, big guy's about to wake up. Quick, subscribe and then comment in the pinned comments about how good of a person Bill is. However, before we go, did you know that you can watch the next 3 alignment videos ahead of schedule by becoming a channel member, a patron, or a Twitch subscriber? Whichever one is most convenient for you, you could just go ahead and do that. Becoming any of these premium members gives you access to the next 3 alignment videos on your select platform and gives you a spot at the end credits of our alignment videos and gaming videos. Each membership also gives you access to another unique set of benefits. YouTube Premium gives you access to stickers and emojis not available anywhere else, and sometimes a 4th bonus alignment video. Patreon gives you access to monthly wallpapers, lore packets, and access to the uncut archive of our D&D campaigns. And Twitch gives you access to a different set of emote stickers and access to our entire streaming library. If you're especially ambitious and want to collect all 3 Infinity Stones of the Loading Crew, this gives you access to a special title in our Discord. It's mostly bragging rights, but hey, you're better than everyone else. Check any of the links in the description to gain access and help support the channel.
Remember, reality is an illusion, the universe is a hologram. Buy gold, buy!
That was weird. I gotta stop recording so late at night. Anyway, we get to see, the first time we see Bill in this series is that he is summoned by Gideon in order to get the code and to stand safe. The ultimate plan so that Gideon can own the shack and get to the portal and then summon Bill. Since this deal is made with evil intentions with everyone involved, this is pretty easily lawful evil. Also, part of me wants to give Bill a good ding for giving Gideon good advice, but we'll just leave that out for now.
You leave our uncle's brain alone, you isosceles monster! Gotcha!
His first interaction with Dipper and Mabel is surprisingly polite and courteous. He explains to them what exactly he's doing and why. He basically warns them not to interfere and he won't bother them. So, yeah, lawful neutral, actually.
Later, suckers!
That is, until they inconvenience him. He then tricks them into getting the code for him, and then, when that fails, he then secludes them into an arena of his own creation, spawns their nightmares, and attempts to execute them. That is, until Dipper gets his own big damn hero moment, and together they halt Bill's progress. He regains control and leaves relatively peacefully. Chaotic evil.
A darkness approaches. A day will come in the future when everything you care about will change.
Skip to a few episodes later, and Dipper and Mabel find a laptop that was owned by the journal's author. They spend half the episode attempting to hack into the PC, but couldn't guess the password. Bill shows up and offers to break the code for them, and in a moment of desperation, Dipper agrees. But Bill, being a massive con artist, uses the vagueness of their deal to destroy the computer and take over Dipper's body and destroy the laptop. Neutral evil.
Man, it has been so long since I've inhabited a body. Woo! Woo!
He then proceeds to hurt himself because he finds pain funny. This would be chaotic evil, but I actually think Bill is just having fun here, especially since he's just kind of trolling Seuss and Wendy a bit too. Chaotic neutral.
Bill Dipper. Bipper.
Attempting to destroy the journal as well, though, is a neutral evil dick move. He kinda rubs it in, but like, meh.
Whoa, 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 hey!
I know that laugh.
Bill Cipher literally shows up in Stanford's dream, literally just to remind him that he still exists. This does not advance Bill's plans. In fact, all it really does is light a fire under Ford's ass to set up magical defenses against him. Oops. He then presumably makes a deal with Blendon or tricked him into something else. Either way, he somehow possessed Blendon and then tricked Mabel into giving him the rift, to which he then immediately destroys but honors his agreement with Mabel by giving her a paradise time bubble for her to live out more summer in. Lawful evil.
Physical form? Don't mind if I do!
Once Bill gains physical form, he then immediately sets fire and madness to Gravity Falls and tortures the townfolk, and his most dastardly evil deed takes over the theme song. That's Disney evil, chaotic evil.
Well, well, well. And here I thought today couldn't get any better!
Shortly after taking over the world, Ford plans his assassination attempt, which doesn't go well. Bill disarms and captures him. Interestingly, he offers Ford a place in his gang by saying that his 6 fingers would let him fit in with his current gang of friends. Ford naturally refuses, and so he gets petrified and humiliated. Dipper tries to stand up to him, but gets equally humbled. Bill then leaves behind 8-Ball and Teeth to eat Dipper before peacing out and heading to the pyramid. Chaotic evil.
If your rip in this dimension continues, it could destroy the very fabric of existence.
Whatever will I do about that? How about this? Boom!
That's genuinely one of the most shocking things that happened in the show. On-screen child death? Apparently, Time Baby isn't actually dead, though. According to the cryptograph at the end of the episode, he's merely disassembled, and in about 1,000 years, he'll rearrange himself and be very cranky. Either way, neutral evil.
Only way to salvation is to embrace the triangular ways of our overlord. Any object with more than 3 sides is sinful. That's it. That's probably what Bill wants. I reckon I've been living a lie.
For the last few days, Bill and his friends have been gathering up the townspeople and stacking them into a massive throne of frozen human agony. Genuinely not sure why he cares if they're conscious or not anymore, but it seems like a level of care I don't think he particularly cares about. Anyway, he tries to set his friends on the world, but they're stopped by a what is it?
Gravity Falls, natural law of weirdness magnetism.
Chaotic evil.
Gravity Falls, natural law of weirdness magnetism.
Yeah, sure, that's keeping Bill from invading the world. Bill then offers Ford infinite power to break the dumbest name plot point ever. He refuses, and so Bill starts torturing him. Chaotic evil.
Bravo, Dipper and Mabel!
Those kids really care about you, and you care about them.
When that doesn't work, he decides to torture Ford's family. You know, children. Although he was torturing Gideon by forcing him to dance for all eternity, so chaotic evil.
What the? Hey, Achilles! Nice work with the heel!
After defeating the giant Megazord Mystery Shack, that's a sentence, Bill destroys the Zodiac that would defeat him. Instead of killing them, he turns them into tapestries for his lair. He then traps the twins and threatens to...
I've got some children I need to make into corpses!
He decides to murder the twins because they're just a pain to him. Chaotic evil.
I surrender!
Good choice.
After capturing the kids, he makes a deal to release them if he could enter Ford's mind. He honors the deal and releases the rest of the Pines family, except...
What?
In an absolute nat 20 scene, we learn that Stan and Ford switched clothing and Bill went into Stan's mind, who has been shown to be adept at mastering his own mind space. Realizing he's trapped in Stan's mind, Ford fires the memory eraser gun, erasing both Bill and Stanley. At least, sorta. Let's talk about that, actually. Nat 20 scene, lawful evil. Bill is another one of those really interesting non-human characters who are really, really fun to look at. Because he's a demon from a two-dimensional world, he literally cannot comprehend the human emotions that we have. Everything is funny to him, and much like Ford, he is fascinated by new experiences. However, underneath that fun trait is a dark and twisted sense of humor that drives him to do blatantly evil things. It's implied very heavily that there's actually something physically wrong with him, almost like he's a freak of nature by his own species standards. According to Alex Hirsch, the creator of Gravity Falls, Bill accidentally destroyed his old dimension, including his family and parents. I think he even had a brother at one point, which is why he seems so interested in Ford outside of his obvious utility as someone that can help pull him into another dimension. The most telling part of his personality is when he offers Ford a place in his gang. Even though Ford is a tiny and squishy human that isn't capable of doing everything that Bill and his friends are doing, he considers him on equal footing because he's a freak like him. Bill is ancient beyond ancient, supposedly billions of years old since he was trapped in his own dimension, isolated even from other demons he considered his friends. It's likely that all that time twisted him even further into something even more broken. Bill is kind of like that weird kid in class who has no friends in his town, but finds other weirdos on the internet he can relate to and form relationships with. Granted, it's a lot more extreme, but he's definitely interesting. It's genuinely sad we don't really get a redemption arc from Bill, because it's likely with the right influence he could have made something of himself. And yeah, here's the big floating Xanthar in the room. He kinda does get a redemption arc. And I will see you guys next time for the actual best character in Gravity Falls. Thank you to the patrons, and I'll see you next time.
Hello, all you three-dimensional viewers out there! If you want to see more content like this without making a Faustian bargain with me, then just hit the like, subscribe, and bell buttons, and leave a comment for any characters you want to see. I know we already did the best one, but hey, we'll see what we can do for future stuff. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go cameo on another Simpsons episode. Why haven't you bought that crypto yet?